Okay, so this is my current gaming rig. I had the first one I built about 2 or so years ago, and it was a AMD based system with a dual core and a single 8800 GTX back in 2006 or 7 whenever it came out, which was pretty good for the time. But as you know, technology progresses faster than I can keep up. So for my birthday this year, I did a bit of a rebuild and got a new processor essentially. So anyways, I've got an Intel Core i7-920, and it is currently overclocked to just 4 gigahertz, which is really easy actually, because in a moment you'll see why. I have a liquid cooling system, which is kind of cobbled together from old bits. The old one was the Gigabyte 3D Galaxy or whatever system, which came with this pump and reservoir. Unfortunately, the parts, like the radiator, was made out of aluminum and everything else was copper. So by the end of the year, or 2 years, it was completely corroded and didn't work at all. So with this one, I got a copper everything else. So it goes from the pump into the Swiftech, I think it's the GTZ block, through half-inch like food grade tubing that I picked up at Home Depot or something, and then up into the radiator, which is a triple 120mm radiator from Swiftech, which is overkill for just the processor, but I did that for future expandability if I wanted to do my graphics cards. And then of course back into the reservoir, which looks kind of nice in the front, all lit up. I have the HAF 932 case, which is just great for airflow. I've got 2 500GB hard drives in RAID 0 and 1 terabyte hard drive just for backups of my music and stuff. Here are the cards. So this is an 8800 GTX. It's overclocked. The second one is as well. I picked the first one up here for $750 new, and this one for about $150 on eBay, which is kind of crappy, but and they're in SLI mode. And then the bottom is an 8600 GTX, which I stole from our downstairs PC, no one noticed, and used that for physics, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I've got a EVGA X58 SLI motherboard and 6 gigs of 1600 megahertz OCZ Gold RAM in there. That's about it. So yeah. Oh, and a 1000-watt Corsair power supply in the bottom. Yeah. Anyway, I also have 3 different size monitors. This is the first one I ever got. It's a 19-inch Samsung one. Then I upgraded to a 24 about a year later, and then a couple of months ago I took the big plunge and got the 3D vision system with the glasses and all that good stuff. So I have 120 Hz in the center, a G15 keyboard, a Razer mouse, Logitech 5.1 speakers. So yeah, it's a nice setup. I've got these two, which my dad just came home one day and said, "Let's play Flight Simulator," and I went, "We don't have Flight Simulator," but I got it and it's fun to play with that. So yeah, the 3 monitors is nice. You can have your internet windows in wherever you want, and I've got Display Fusion to manage each one has its own taskbar and stuff. So yeah, it's a good fast computer, and I'll hopefully upgrade the graphics cards soon because they are starting to show their age. But anyway, that's my system. So there you go.